Right, that is us live. Welcome everybody to today's stream. We're going to be talking about possible alt season in play, and then we'll have a look at some price analysis across quite a few pairs really. We'll have a look at Ethereum US dollar, and then we'll have a look at Ethereum BTC, and then any questions you have regards to anything about crypto or prices you'd like me to take a look at, then just drop them in the comments below. Make sure you do start smashing that like button. Wait for a few more people to get in, and then we'll just talk through what I have set up here, which is hopefully a cycle that can come into play over the course of the next few weeks or potentially months. But we just need to see what's going on. Yeah, hello everyone, welcome to today's video. So let's start off by having a look at the alt season from 2017. So this is a weekly time frame. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart, and as you can see, Bitcoin peaked up to around 71% of the entire market dominance back then, and you could see we peaked up towards the beginning of December, and then from that point onwards we absolutely dumped really. I mean, we dropped from 71% all the way down to 35%. So that's quite a significant dump really. If we just look at that in a percentage, from them highs all the way down to those lows, we dropped like an entire, what you could call out 50% of the market there. So that's an absolutely massive move, and that's what we want to be doing now. So these are the points when really you should be selling your Bitcoin and holding alts from here. So if you look at this cycle, if you actually swapped your Bitcoin or anything you had really, even if you had Tether, and you bought altcoins around here, and then you managed to sell them around here into BTC, and then you rode that wave all the way up, you would be in some very, very handsome profits in Satoshi pairs. So that's one thing to know. If we just scroll out, and then, I mean, back in September 2019, Bitcoin peaked and then it started to drop again. We didn't get such a severe drop like we did back in 2017, but we dropped all the way down to around 57% of the entire market, and then we started pushing back up. But I think now, I mean, if you look at the chart, what's been going on recently, we're dropping to the daily. We have peaked up here, in my opinion. I think we peaked at 73.663%. So, I mean, we have dropped from there, and already you can see we're starting to pretty much switch around. What we want is that same movement that happened back in 2017. We want a significant drop, and anything below 50% will be absolutely massive. I mean, last time I was down at 50% was, I mean, on the rise back from that 2017 major crash in Bitcoin dominance. So we are in a good position now. I think it's a good time to be buying alts in and around here, swapping your BTC for altcoins, and hopefully end up bloody starting to push this down. God, because if we can start getting some Bitcoin dominance dropping down to these levels, I mean, if it drops down to this level again, then we are going to be for an absolute unbelievable amount of profit coming in. But this is where we're at so far. We're currently at 66% currently. BTC is up at $35,000. We just need alts to start pushing out. Ethereum, in my opinion, needs to lead that charge. It's been quite subdued over the last week. We've had quite a few big pops. We've RSR's done a good move. Polkadot's done an absolute massive move. We'll have a look at that in a minute. At $16.80. Things are starting to pop now, and as long as they keep popping and Bitcoin stays in it around this price, the dominance will start to come down, and hopefully we can aim for that magical 35% down. I mean, anything below 50% will be awesome, but if we can get back down to those levels that we saw 2017, 2018, man, it's going to be one hell of a ride. So that's the dominance cycle. In my opinion now, I think we have rolled over the dominance chart, and I do think you should be holding alts and just ride this wave down if we do potentially get a good alt season on the brink. So that is the cycles and where I think we should be at. If we just look into Ethereum now, US dollar, this is on the daily chart. I've got a Fibonacci set up here from the weekly. What we did here, if you take the entire move, we've already done a 68% retracement to here. I do think it's time to start pushing on now and targeting some higher levels. I've already got some Fibonacci extensions up here, and in my opinion, once we just do start pushing above all-time highs, which is not far from current prices, that's the all-time high, 16%, so it's not much. So once we start pushing above that neckline, because that will be natural resistance at all-time highs, once we start pushing up there, I think we can really start to target some of these levels. So we've got 1,783, which I think could be a pretty much good first level to target. And if we zoom right out, just put it onto a weekly time frame, we've got that as a first level. And then you need to really look at the round number. So I do think that $2,000 is the first major target that we have to flip. So we'll just put that on as a horizontal array. We'll mark $2,000 up. That's around there. So we'll just change that to a nice red line, and that's going to be my first target for Ethereum. Over the course, that could be over the course of the next 3 to 4 weeks, as long as it gets its acting. I mean, it's starting to push up now. Look at that. Once we do break above that, it's going to be good. I mean, if you look at BTC USD, that was the all-time highs there. Look what happened once we broke above them all-time highs. It absolutely mooned. I mean, what did we do in a percentage rise there? From the all-time highs up to the highs there, we did 112% rise. So that was absolutely massive. So I do think that we can start to do pretty much a very similar move in Ethereum. Let's just have a quick look at the chat, see what's going on there. Hi everyone, how you doing? Big operation continue. Thanks guys. What's up to the late party? If you've got any questions, just drop them in the box. If you've got any projects you'd like me to cover with regards to TA, and it is on TradingView, I will check them out. I've got another charting application which I can check out as well. So if there's any low caps you'd like me to check, just drop them in comments, and I will have a quick look at that. So that is some potential targets. That's the first major target there at 1700 on that Fibonacci level, and then we've got the first target, which is my target, is $2,000. I do think that once we, like say, push above all-time highs, it will start going parabolic, hopefully. So that's that. That's Ethereum. Next point is Ethereum BTC. I've got two levels of, I've got a level of monthly resistance and a level of monthly support. As you can see, this is a weekly time frame. We're actually rejected all the way down here, and we use this area as support. So we had 0.022, we could call that 22,000 Gwei. So we've popped up from there. We was in a weekly downtrend, but what's happened now, it looks like we're broken out. I mean, look how far we've got to travel on the BTC side of it just to get up to some all-time highs. If you look at USD, we've got that far to all-time highs. On Ethereum BTC, you've got all that room above you, so the chances are when this pops, I mean, look at that, it's 256% up to the all-time highs against the Satoshi pair. So when that starts moving, it's going to move. So that is the BTC pair. First area to target, honestly, is this monthly resistance. You could call it 0.037. Once we do break above that, it will be going into all-time high territory for the USD pair, and then that will start pushing on. Wow, the chat's gone mental. Hi, how is Voyager doing right now on the chat? So we'll have a look at that in a second. Put Voyager down. What's the app you do all the analysis on? This is TradingView. You will find the link for TradingView in the description of this video. OGN Chainlink. How will the US stimulus affect the Bitcoin alt market? Well, hopefully, if it gets approved, I'm not sure if it has. I don't really keep my eye on any politics, to be honest. But if it does get approved, hopefully it'll go into crypto. Remember last time, everyone got $1,200. What happened to them $1,200? Got pumped into Bitcoin, and there's a Twitter page actually. I'll have to look at it in a bit. I think it was a price of a stimulus check at $1,200, and it shot all the way up to around about $3.5 grand. So I think the chances of it going into crypto is quite high in my opinion. Chainlink, I'll add that to the list. Have a look at soon. What do you think about ADA booming, F moving slowly up, Zill pull back all the time? I honestly think ADA, Zill, Ethereum, all the big ones will start to push soon. We just need Ethereum to break out. If Ethereum breaks out of this monthly resistance level here, and we do break above all-time highs, then I think it's going to absolutely slingshot us in. And this is the first target for me, $2,000. I've done a separate video on Ethereum, and I honestly think that at some point it will push up. And I mean, I don't know if I've got a miss chart. Yeah, I've got a major target up there. I think $5,000 is a good area to target. I do think that will happen in the future. Even this alt season, to be honest, I think tell you what would be better if the fees were a bit better, then I think it'd even make it go further. But we've got Ethereum 2.0 on the horizon. I mean, it's going to be about 18 months, but once that's in, scalability and price action and fees should be sorted out. So let's take a look at Voyager, which is BQX. I've done a video on that this weekend and I had a look at some potential buy zones. So we'll just drop into the daily time frame here and have a zoom right in. So I marked up 2 potential buy zones. In fact, we'll drop into a 4-hour. I did a video on Voyager over a weekend. I put the Fibonacci on up to top move here. So if you look at this, I think I did it from the start of a move. Let's have a look. Yeah, so if you look at this wick down here, that was pretty much the start of a move. We had a pullback and then we regained some momentum, started pushing up. So I put a fib from there to there. And I marked up that this was a potential buy zone on the 382 level Fibonacci. And then this is another buy zone on the monthly support. So that fib level was $1 and you could call it $1.02, and then we have some monthly support at 93 cents. So you could potentially fill some orders in up on that monthly support there. I know you can't get against USD on Binance, but it's only got Ethereum and BTC pairs. So if we just take a quick look at a BTC pair, as you can see, I've got a level marked up on 382. So if you're looking to buy some in BTC pair, and I think 2,704 satoshis could be a good area to buy. And then the Ethereum pair, we've already got dropped through that first area marked at 236, and we have come down to here, the 382 level. So I think that could be a good area to buy, really, to be honest, around here. I can't see it dropping down to 618 level. So that's 8,572 gwei. So that's 3 pairs of Voyager. I'll check the chart, see what's going on. Yeah, I've just done Voyager there. Okay, Cardano. Let's have a look at ADA. I've not covered Cardano in a while. This one, my potential buy zone there. I think we've already, looks like we've hit it and popped back up. So it's looking well, Voyager. Look at that. So let's just drop back into daily. Get rid of this TA here and have a look at some new potential buy zones and then some targets going forward. I don't actually hold any ADA, but it is a solid project. So let's have a look. We'll just drop into a 4-hour and have a look at some potential buy zones here. We'll use a fib for this. I mean, this could be a good level to buy this weekly support, but we'll put the fib on and see what it's saying. So we take this bottom of this move up from there, up to the top. So potential buy zones, we have this area around here, which we've pretty much bounced off a lot of the 236 level, but to me, this looks like a good level to buy. It is a weekly level of support, which also marries up pretty much bang on with that 0.382 level of a Fibonacci. So that could be a good area to place some orders. And that is around 32, 33 cents. That could be quite a nice area to place some orders. I do think that you need to think that when things start pushing up, they have to have some relief at some point. I mean, ADA is pushing as we speak. It's up 3%. So, I mean, it might keep pushing on, and I mean, this could be the next area I reject. So we've got some monthly resistance at 41 cents. So I mean, we may not come back here. We might push up to this monthly resistance, and then we might pop back down. So I'll have to revisit this in a few days. But in the short term, have some orders at this. To be honest, I think 32 cent, 33 cent could be a good area to buy in. So what else? What other questions have we got? Could we take a look at NU? Is that NuCypher, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, I've got NU there. Let's have a look at some potential buy zones here. So I've got a little bit of TA. I did a video on NuCypher around 2 weeks ago, I think. Let's look at some buy zones. We'll use this move here up to the top. So if you're looking for some buy zones, to be honest, I would place some. I use a 382 level and I use the 618 level quite often. So if you're looking at those two areas there, we've also got this daily support at 17 cents, so that could be a good area to put some orders. But this area here, I think that is most likely to get filled at 18 cents, so that could be a good area to target. If we do not fill any orders there, the next target really is to break through this daily resistance at 19 cents. Once we do push up there, then we've got an area of monthly resistance at 21 cents. So they're the first 2 targets, really. Try and break through them levels. We've got a minus 0.27 level on fib, which is very close to our monthly resistance, so that could be a good area to target as well. Zilliqa, let's take a quick look at Zilliqa. We'll have a look in the BTC pair and the dollar pair for this. So this is what I've got marked up. We're in pretty much a downtrend here from them highs. We had those highs at pretty much, it just dropped shy of 10 cents. And then ever since then, it's been on a downward spiral. We had a little bit of, I wouldn't call it bad news, but we had a few issues with big exchanges like Binance having problems with transactions backing up on their wallets. And ever since then, we did lose a bit of market momentum, and it's pushed us down. I mean, we dropped all the way down to 5.1 cent. We have popped back up off that area. So what it could do for potential buy zones, let's just put a fib on from this level down here up to that top. You could say that you could have some orders in. Look at that level at 382 at the 6.8 cents, and then we have V618 level at 6.2 cents. So they could be two good levels to buy in. We've already dropped down to this level, so we may not get another drop. So you just have to be wary of that. But I would have some orders at 6.8 cents if you were looking to pick some more up. What I'm looking for with Zilliqa here on the daily is to close a daily candle above this trend line. Once we start up closing above that, then I do think we can push on and start pushing up to some of these levels again. 10 cent is the ultimate first target. Once we do break that, we've got to zoom out quite a bit because I've not got other levels up at some weekly resistance up at 15 cent. I am using the Huobi chart here, so you get the daily candles are slightly different to the Binance chart, but it has the most data. It's got data if you go way back. It's got the all-time highs on here, and that's pretty much back in May 2018, so we've got a lot of data there. So I always use the Huobi chart. If you are using TradingView, then I recommend use the Huobi chart for that. So that's the USD pair, a breakout of that, and then we can target the new yearly highs. And then if we just look at BTC pair, this is quite similar, but this is actually broken out against BTC. We had a slight downtrend here, I mean pretty much from the beginning of the month all the way down. We picked some orders up at 786 level at 171 sats, and then we have broken out of this downtrend now, and it is looking good. In my opinion, I think that can start pushing up. The first level to target is 238 satoshis. Once we do break above that, then we can start pushing up some new levels. But I've been doing quite a few dedicated videos to Zilliqa itself, so when we do break above 238, that's all. I'll jump into some more analysis. If you are looking to buy some in a BTC pair, then I would recommend having some orders at 190 satoshis. There could be some good areas to fill down there. So how was the chat going on now? UOS. Don't think I've even looked at that, even I've heard of that before. Thanks for feedback. And could you take a look at Curve DAO? That's CRV, I believe, isn't it? Theta, still worth holding. Of course it is. That's got some massive partnership with Samsung. I think that's going to be massive in future. It's done such a big run recently. If we look at Theta, I'm calling it Theta today. I usually call it Feta like a Yorkshireman, but I'll pronounce it properly. I've got it on here somewhere in this massive list. Theta USD. So this is some previous tier. I mean, look at that move that we've had over the course of the last. I mean, you could go way back to March, but we won't. We'll take this. Let's have a look at it from this move here on this weekly support, and we'll drop that from on there to top. Look at that. We did a 340% rise over the course of pretty much the last 2 to 3 months. So, I mean, hopefully you didn't buy at the top. But let's have a look at some potential areas you could buy. I've already got some levels marked up from previous videos. I think that's it. I tell you what, we'll get rid of all that TA and we'll do some fresh TA on that. So we'll drop into a 4 hour and have a look at some potential buy zones. So we'll use this bottom level down here up to the top. So if you're looking to buy, currently we are hovering around this 382 level, which could be a good buy at $1.97. And then we've got another major 618 level down here. So if you're looking to buy some Theta, then $1.77 could be a nice area to place some orders, but I mean, we may not get there, but we might. So I'd just have some orders down there just in case the market does start to retrace a bit more. If BTC ends up doing a bit of another parabola and pushes up to 40k, then ultimately altcoins will start to die again. So you might pick some orders up down here. So that's Theta. If you just want to look at it in a BTC pair, same scenario for this. On the 4 hour time frame, it looks very, very similar. Really, you could target level buy orders at 5,195 sats. As you can see, we've already hit it twice. 618 level, bang on my nose there, and then we've popped back up. So the chances are we may not come back down here, but there always is a chance. So I mean, we could come down to 382 level at 5,584 sats, and then we've got this next level down here. If you want to put an order midway, usually there's another Fibonacci level of 0.50, but I do not have that on. I prefer the 382 and the 618 levels there. Questions? Like I say, guys, if you've got any questions or you want me to run over any projects, then just drop a comment and I'll try and have a look at them. I'm going to be on here for about another... How long have we done? 20 minutes? I'll do about another 40 minutes. XLM not moving yet. XLM's been... it did do a fairly recent rise recently, if I can find it on this list. Let's have a quick look. Might not be able to find it. This list is huge. There we go. XLM USD. This is what I had last time we did some TA. I think we was on a bit of a downtrend. We did slightly break out of it, but we've come pretty much into a consolidation band here, really. This is the 4-hour time frame. I mean, we've been trading in this area a long time now, pretty much since the beginning of the month. So I think now, I mean, what's this 4-hour time frame? Yeah, I mean, from 6th of January, we've been going sideways. We did drop down to this weekly support. We've popped back up and we've stayed within this consolidation band. The first major area to target is closing the daily candle above this monthly resistance at 30 cents, and then we can start to target some new levels. As you can see, I've got the first target up here at 40 cents. So if you're looking to buy in, let's just have a quick gander here from that top move to that top move there. Zoom right in. You could potentially have some orders here at 28 cents, and I mean we've already dropped through his 382 level at 29.5 cents. So this will be pretty much a decent area to buy in. Let's just get rid of that. Get rid of that big consolidation box. So this could be, if you're looking to buy some XLM, then 28 cents I think could be a good area to buy. Chris Cohen, do you think there's a bull flag forming on VGX? Which time frame, Chris? And which pair, because it's got 3 pairs on it. I mean, let's have a look at BQ. I've already covered BQX earlier on. I mean, you could say it's a bull flag on the daily. It's very, very close. You could say that's a bull flag, pretty much. I mean, I'm not the best at patterns, to be honest, but you could say there is a bull flag there. So I mean, we could break out of that and then pop back up. I mean, you can do bull flags very differently, can't you? You can do them like that. Let's just get a bit more accurate. You could say that's a bull flag, to be honest, mate, and we could actually break out of that at some point. I mean, it's been on such a significant rise over the course of the last 2 weeks. This is what happened. Things retrace on the top. So now it has started to retrace, but look at this. We've come down to this 382 level on the Fibonacci, and we have popped up. So to be honest, we might not come back down to this level again, but we can start popping up here hopefully soon. I mean, all-time highs of BQX against the dollar was it $10 back here, right back at the beginning of when we had that last alt season. So that's possible again. I mean, it's only a times 10 for me. You might think, oh, times 10 is massive, but in cryptocurrency, things can move really, really quick. Right, that's BQX. I'm not sure if you put anything else. Yeah, USD, yeah. So that's USD pair there, mate. So I do think that it could potentially break out again. We just need to monitor it. I'm not a massive fan of patterns, to be honest. All I tend to look at is support and resistance levels and Fibonacci, because I'm pretty much a long-term investment swing trader. So I could happily buy, look at buying levels here, and then I could just hold it for 6-7 months and then just ride that wave up. So that's how much I prefer. That's only due to me not having enough time on my hands due to work and doing this at the same time. So I'll leave that on there, mate, and if it breaks out, then good luck to you. So that's BQX. Any questions, like I say, drop them in comments and I will get round to your coins. CRV. Let's have a look. I think I've got CRV on it from a long time ago. I might not, but I'll probably have to add it again. Let's have a look. I've got CVC. So I'll add it again. CRV. What pairs has it got? Has it got Tether? Yes, Binance. I'll add that on. I remember looking at this when it first came out. I remember Crypto Daily talking about it on one of his videos, and then I think I bought some probably when it was. Let's just drop into the daily. I've been holding, I think I might even have some actually. I'm sure I bought around here and then it just absolutely shit its pants, which is not the best. But if you're looking to have a look at some potential entry points, let's just drop to a 4 hour. been on quite a good run really. I mean, look at that, and it's still gaining some traction now. So CRV, let's have a look. Go from the bottom here up to the top. So potential areas to invest, you know me, I always target 382 level, so you could say that is a area to invest here at $1.20. But depends how bullish it is. I mean, you could also target some levels here, the $1.36. So that could be a good area to target if you are looking to invest. But just be careful with these DeFi and these farming tokens. Personally, I think we're just a bit crazy. I think last year they boomed. I'm not saying they're not going to boom again, but just be wary on them ones, because as soon as your money goes up, it can soon go down. Personally, I like projects with a real use case behind them, and ones where different companies around the world can adopt them. So that is a potential buy zone there, mate. If you're looking for targets, let's have a look. Just drop into a weekly. I don't think we've got any resistance levels, to be honest. I mean, you could say there's a resistance level there. Them 2 wicks pretty much bounced off the same area. So we'll have that as a level of weekly. That'll be resistance, won't it, and prices. So that is your first major target up at $2.59. There's no other, I mean, it could drop to a daily. Let's have a quick gander. You could say that's quite a big, significant trading area around here. So that could be another area to target. So have that as a potential target there within around this region. I mean, that's from $2. $2 on my nose is a good target for the short term, I would say. I mean, considering we're currently at $1.45, I think that could be some good gains if you're looking to trade in some profit there. So that's curve, that's CRV. Could you have a look at ALGO? I did a price analysis video on ALGO a few weeks ago, I think. Let's have a look if I've got on my list. Where are you, ALGO? There you are. ALGO. So this is where I marked up some buy zones last time, so it looks like we've hit them. So we'll get rid of that. That tier is now invalid. This monthly support held up well. We did drop through it, but we pushed back straight through it. So let's drop into the 4 hour and have a look at some buys. A lot of these charts do look very similar. We've had quite a significant rise, and now we are starting to retrace a bit, but you all should expect a retracement. As you can see, we had a bit of a double top there, a tweezer top, and we have started to retrace. Look at that for T. We have hit that 382 level at 2 at absolute T. So if you were looking to invest, that would have been the area to do it, to be honest. I mean, next up, I think if we don't start pushing up, then personally, I'd have some orders here on this level, the 236 level, at 50 cent, but you might get lucky and it might drop down, it might wick down again to 48 cents. So that could be a good area to potentially buy if you are looking to invest, or if you're looking to accumulate. The first major target is breaking above that weekly resistance there at 55 cent. I think once it breaks above there, when was the last time it was at 55 cent? Back here. Back in August last year, that's when we had that DeFi boom. I think Chainlink, Algorand, Band Protocol, everything at the highs. We've done quite a significant retracement there. We're popping up, but I don't think those highs will be beaten again. I'm not sure if that's the all-time highs. No, it's not. I'm not sure even how long that project's been around. I've not invested in it, to be honest, but there's some potential buy zones there at 50 cent and 48 cent. And then that is a first major resistance at 55 cents. So that is ALGO against Tether. Stellar Lumens price prediction. To be honest, I've never really looked at Stellar Lumens. I've done some price analysis on it, but I couldn't tell you. Any price predictions on my behalf. Thoughts on UTK? I hold some UTK, not a load, but it's a decent project. I think. I like what they're doing. It's such a clean website, and everything we're trying to do with e-commerce is the highest order. I have got their Hold app. I've not used it yet. I've been meaning to do it and get that card. I've not applied for it yet, but I'm currently using a Plutus card, so I'm testing that out first. I've had so many bad dramas in the past with crypto cards. Like at first I had a Wirex card. That were dog shit. And then I ended up swapping to Crypto.com, which initially Crypto.com were really good, but then it just absolutely turned to a pile of shit as well, so that went down shitter. And now I've got Plutus card, which so far it's been doing really, really well for me. Contactless payments, very easy. Can you set your direct debits up to it? 3% cash back on Plutus, so I do recommend that people check it out. It also has its own token, which is Pluton. It's absolutely insane how low valued Pluton is. If we just look at let's have a look here at Pluton. This market cap is insane, by the way. So it's currently at $5 per token. Market cap $4,400,000. Look at the supply. It's only got a 20 million supply and only 852,000 of them in circulation. If you just look at the all-time highs, we did it $55 in 2016. So this has been around a long, long time. They are looking to onboard an extra 150,000 new people onto their product this year. So I do think that this is a good low cap buy if you're looking to invest in any low caps. What else do we have? Any questions are dropping in? Polkadot. What an absolute move Polkadot has done recently. Let me just have a drink. Polkadot USD. Let's get rid of this TA. We'll just drop onto a daily. Let's have a look how that's been doing. Absolutely insane. We was consolidating for a long, long time, and Ash Crypto Mobster was saying, and I was saying in his private group, that anything under $5 is an absolute steal. I was waiting, to be honest, around here to get some at $3. I think it dropped below $4 once to $3.59, but I bought mine around here. So all of my Polkadot is under $5, thankfully. I might have paid around $5.10, my biggest, my highest purchase was, and then look at that, it's an absolute boom. So if you look at that from, we'll take the beginning of the move here, up to the top, so far, 322% rise since pretty much the beginning of the month, so that's absolutely insane. So what I need to do now is look at some higher targets to go for. And we're just dropping the 4 hour first and have a look at some potential buys, because you can see we have started to roll over a little bit here, which it's not a bad thing. It's a good area to start investing. So if we just put the fib on from top to bottom. So we've already done a 38% retracement twice now. So if you've been looking to buy, I did mention to some lads in my Telegram group, the link for it is in the description, by the way, it's Crypto Troops. I did say that was a good area at $6.49, but I mean, next level really to look at targeting, if you are lucky, is $14.68. I do believe that could be a good area to pick some up if the market does allow. I think why not? I mean, if Bitcoin starts making a move, it'll inevitably pull some of your other coins back. So you could get some buy orders in down here at $14.68. If not, and if you're keen to get in, place some orders on a 382 level at $16.49, and then if it comes lower, dollar cost average down. I mean, never go full blown on your orders, always keep a bit spare. So if you're looking to invest in Polkadot long term, I don't know, say for example, put 50% of your amount of orders here, and then if it does come back down, then you have a bit of spare fiat to invest at some lower levels. So that is some potential buy zones there. With regards to targets, the first target is breaking $20. I've already marked it up on previous videos. $20 there. So, wrong tool. Put the horizontal array on. So that is the first target, $20. I think once we do start breaking above that, which is the all-time highs is below that, so that's first target. First target is $20. We've already been up to $19.42. And Bitcoin last night, it did start to drop back a bit, and it has pulled it back inevitably, and people will be taking profits. Exactly the same happened with Zilliqa. As you can see, we had such a significant run, and then profit taking happened. So there's nothing to say that Polkadot might do this, and it might come lower, but you just have to be aware that it could also absolutely moon. So that is potential buy zone there at $14.68. And to be honest, I would put some orders in it for $16.49, and then that is the first target at $20. Let's have a look in the chat, see what's going on. Andy, RSR. I'll do RSR in a minute. Is it too late to buy Polkadot? It's never too late. To be honest, I can see if we get a full-blown alt-season run, I can see this going to pretty much $100 plus. I do think it's a solid project. Parachains are coming out this year. Again, the ecosystem will grow, and I think it'll be absolutely massive. I think it's going to be a top 3 project in my opinion. Price prediction for Litecoin. Oof, no idea. I don't really ever cover Litecoin. I did some price analysis for if you're looking for entry points. Then have a look at some price analysis on my channel. I did it on Friday, I believe. NXPS. I'm not a big fan of Pundi, to be honest. I think that supply is just absolutely ridiculous. What do you think of Zill? One of my favourite projects. I think it might be. I think Zilliqa is one of my biggest bags, so I've got big expectations for that. We've got that Ethereum bridge coming up. I think it's this year at some point, so they've got a lot going on. I think they're starting to kick their marketing campaign back off again this coming Monday. We've got some more news coming, so I think that is a solid project, and it is one of my biggest bags. Isn't it too late to buy Ethereum? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to $5,000. I think that once we do start pushing on, and once, I mean, like I just said at the beginning of the video, we are 16% on Ethereum from all-time highs. If you look at the Ethereum BTC chart, and let's just drop into a weekly time frame, we're 256% away from all-time highs on the BTC pairing. So when that starts moving and dominance drops, I do think that Ethereum will start to push on and look good. So right, RSR, let's take a look at RSR. Let's drop into the daily time frame. Right, here we go. I think I might do it in the actual 4 hour. So these are 2 potential buy zones I marked up on one of the most recent videos. Just get rid of them and see if they correspond with what we had up already. So potential buy zones here. I mean, look how many times we've been down to 618 level. If you take the beginning of that move up to a top of a move and come down, so we have hit this area a lot. We've been down there, I mean, earlier on today, so the chances are you may fill some orders down here. But as you can see, we've also wicked for 786 level, which is pretty much 3.4 cents. So if you're looking for some buy orders as well, filling, I'd put some down here, to be honest. I think that could be a good area, pretty much 3.4 cent. We've filled them already at 3.6 cents, so I mean, we have popped back up off this 618 level, but we can always come back down again. It's quite wicky this, so the chances are it could wick back down to here. With regards to, that's the all-time highs back up there. We did it pretty much shy of 5 cents. What did we hit? 0.49664. So yeah, I think that that will be broken at some point. Seen lots of good news about RSR, so I think the future's going to be good for RSR. Let's have a look into a bit. I don't think I've put a price prediction on there, have I? No, I think that will go up to 50 cent plus in this next bull run. Because we're doing a big reducing the supply, which will be absolutely massive. So that's RSR. What else do we have? Vechain. Let's have a look at Vechain. This has been a bit of a sleeping giant recently. I mean, you can see on the chart we moved up a bit, but not much action really recently. We're currently at 2.5 cent, 2.6 cent. Let's just get rid of it. Fib. Have a look at some potential buy zones. So we'll go from the bottom of the move up to the top. As you can see, we've used this monthly support level quite a few times, which is bang on the 618 level. So that could be a good area to buy in if the market does turn sour. So that have some potential orders there at 2.3 cent. And then, to be honest, I would have some orders on the 386 level here at 2.5 cents. So there are some potential buy zones. With regards to a price prediction, let's have a look on the daily. There's a few skepticism there about the all-time highs with Vechain, because it used to be then, and then it did a change in supply and a change. I think it used to be around $9, but then the supply was increased by about 1,000, and I think that brought the all-time highs down to around 9 cent or something like that, and no, sorry, 90 cent. I'm not in favour of that. I'm going to go with these tokenomics and go with what price data we have on the Binance chart. And I'm going to say that the all-time highs was that there. I mean, what was it, at 3.2 cents? So to me, that is a first ultimate target. I think once we do break above that, then we can go into uncharted territory. That is my first target for Vechain at 5 cents. I don't think that will happen at some stage, but we just need to monitor that price. So some potential buy zones there at 2.5 and 2.3 cents. Let's have a look. Well, loads of questions. Let's have a quick scroll through. Cheers for that, Paul. Dot, I've just covered Dot. What's a good entry point for Bitcoin? To be honest, I don't look at Bitcoin much recently. I mean, I've got a fib on here, so if you're looking for some potential buy zones, let's drop into a 4 hour. It looks like we're doing a 68% retracement here, so if you're looking for buy-ins, it's an uncertain time because we've got a potential alt-season looming. So I mean, Bitcoin could either go sideways or it could dump. I mean, we've got some quite significant levels on a fib down here at 32,000 and 32,000 I know. So I mean, we could revisit these areas again. We could also come down to 27,000. So you just have to monitor it really. I mean, I'm massively in favour of a sideways Bitcoin, Ethereum pumping, and then all alts pump. So I don't know. I mean, Bitcoin could dump eventually, but what happened last time we had an alt season? Alts absolutely rallied after Bitcoin stabilised, and then Bitcoin dumped afterwards, and then brought everything down with it. So you just have to monitor it. Personally, I'm not trading, I'm not day trading, so I think that if you're looking to get into Bitcoin now, I think it's on your own head, and have a look at some of these potential levels here if you've not got in already. I think 30k is a nice round number to potentially invest, but it could go lower there. What else we got? DGB. I used to hold DGB. I held it from beginning of 2018 up until around 2020 when we had that massive pump, and I forgot all about it. I had the wallet on my phone and I checked it one day, it was up about 600% if I might sell it. So I made quite a bit of good money off that. I don't think I've got on my chart, to be honest. Also, a quick scroll down. Might have to enter it again. I've not got it. Let's have a look at DGB. Against Tether, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not doing a TA for a while on this. Let's have a look at the daily. That were those highs that we had up here at pretty much 0.034, and we've started to retrace. I mean, from them all-time highs, not all-time highs, sorry, yearly highs. Look at that, we dropped 37%, which is, it's nothing major. That's what happens in crypto. Things just drop, and after we've done a significant move, people jump on bandwagon when it's flying, and then happily take your profits and move on to something else. So let's have a look in before I'll have a look at some potential buy zones. Okay, I'm going to use a fib. We'll take the bottom of that move up to the top. So if you're looking for potential buy zones, the 382 level is quite appealing at 0.02598. So that is a potential buy zone. We're not far off that, to be honest. And then we have the 618 level down here at 0.0241. So there are some potential buy zones. Let's have a look at this 2 seconds. Let's have a look at the chat. There you go. So there are potential buy zones on DGB against Tether at pretty much 0.24 and 0.025. With regards to a bit of a first target, the minus 0.27 level is always a good area to target. So that could be the first target for DGB. If I can spell. So potential buy zones and a target. Any other projects in the comments, drop them in. Ethereum network. I'm not sure if that's on. What is that? Any big exchanges? FRM USDT. Ethereum. We've got the Uniswap chart there. I'm not sure if that's the right one. Ethereum network token. have a quick gander at that. I'm not sure what pair it is against. Tell you what, we'll have a look at my other chart. We'll go on to here. Ethereum USDT. That's the right one, I think. Is it 27 cent at a minute? Yeah, 28, so we'll go with that chart. That looks about right. So let's have a look at this. This is a 4-hour time frame. Look at that for a move. It's been absolutely flying recently. It's dropped to the daily time frame. What a move. Over the course of the last, I mean, you could say since November. Wrong tool. Price range. Got 1000%. What an absolute savage move. I remember this when it was absolute micro cap. I used to work for a different company in crypto, and we did a bit of an AMA with Ethereum. Decent project. I spoke to the CEO a few times. So let's have a look at potential buy zones if you are looking to get in. Let's take the move here. So if you're looking to invest, like I always say, the 618 level is key. So you could potentially place some orders down here at 25 cent. I think that could be a good area to buy. We've already wicked down to 0.5 level a few times at 26. So I mean, if you're looking to invest, those two areas there could be good areas to potentially place some orders. So with the 26 cent and 25 cent. With regards to targets, I mean, you have to flip the fib round. And if we take, I don't know, let's just drop into the daily. If we take the start of the move from here up to there, you need to look at some Fibonacci extensions. We've got a 1.68 level, so that could be the first major target at 45 cents. So that is a key level to keep your eye on if you're looking at Ethereum and if you're an investor there. Let's have a look at this. James Turner NXPS. I might as well use this now. We've got it on here. NXPS. Is that right? NXPS? Is it Pundi? See what? We'll just have a look on Coin Market Cap. I think NXPS is it Pundi? Is it Mark? James, sorry. Yeah, it's MPXS. We'll put that on, see if it's on here. We'll go with this pair here. So against the dollar, let's have a quick gander. Wow, that's an absolute moon candle there. Jesus Christ. So if you're looking to have a look at some potential investment areas, I mean, what can you do with that candle? You can't even analyse that. Look at the state of it. You could say we've got an absolute massive bull flag here. Change thickness of that line. Could say that potentially this is an area to look at breaking out on. So that is a bull flag, you would say. So really, if you're looking to break out, I mean, what are we currently? Look at price, 0.00037. It's Pundi, moonshot. Right, yeah, I mean, I can't really even analyse anything much. Just drop into the hourly. I mean, it's doing a lot of sideways action there, to be honest. I mean, if you looking with regards to it, I mean, we've already done quite a significant retracement there. If you look at a retracement from the beginning of a move to the end of a move, we've nearly done 100% retracement. So in my opinion, anywhere around this level could be a good potential buy-in. But I mean, look at that price, 0.00036. That could be a good area to buy in there. So that is NXPS. I'm not sure about any price predictions because I don't really look at a project, to be honest, mate. Next project, anyone got any questions, and just drop them in the comments. Ethereum drop. You're just making me look. I always, to be honest, I never hardly see many drops because I monitor most of the price action on my daily time frame. As I say, I'm a bit of a long-term positional swing trader, so I only look at the daily and my weekly. LTC, let's have a look at Litecoin. This is the last time I did some analysis, I think, which was quite recently. They've just had quite a decent partnership with Unstoppable Domain, so if you're looking to get your own crypto domain, you can get that on the pin description too. If you're looking to invest in Litecoin, that's a BTC pair, isn't it? We'll do that in a second. See, I've already got some TA lined up here. So this was, I did a video on Litecoin around 2 or 3 days ago, might have been Thursday or Friday, and these were two areas I identified as buying zones. The 618 level, which was $129, and this level at $140. We've actually wicked right down to a 618 level. So if you watched my video a couple of days ago and you place some orders at 618 level, then that will have filled. Hopefully if you didn't put exacts on, because it's probably about 2 cents off. But it looks like they've filled, and now we have shot back up. If you're looking to invest now though, I would still put some orders down here, because I mean that wick there dropped from the 382 level, so there's nothing to say about we can't have another wick drop from there to there again. So just monitor that, and it could potentially come back down into here. With regards to a bit of a target, this is the first major target. We have some weekly resistance at $192. I think once we do start breaking above that, and I think things are going to start looking good. If you just look at a BTC pair, it's been absolutely savaged. A bit like Bitcoin has, Ethereum has against Bitcoin. So I mean, look at that drop into a weekly. That's been absolutely savage. So when that starts popping back up and we start revisiting the all-time highs against BTC, then the USDT pair is going to look absolutely gorgeous. I mean, what did we do as an all-time high? $368. That will be smashed. In my opinion, same as Ethereum, all-time highs will be smashed on that at some point. So, in my opinion, you just have to buy in, monitor it, and then hold on for dear life. And hopefully, we get an Altseason soon. It will start pushing the price up. What's your best shot at a 100x or an 1000x this season? If you're looking for a 1000x, even if you're looking for an 100x, you have to look at the low caps coins. I mean, ones that are pretty much new and ones that are up and coming. One of my favourite projects is Evido. This is a project that pretty much targets the event industry. And it's all to do with ticket sales, and a bit like Ticketmaster, when you go to festivals, you buy them all through a certain place. This is the same type of thing. It also is a hub for when people are building events. I've already marked up 2 buy zones, which we're wicked into nicely. This is going to be big in my opinion. Once COVID fucks off and events actually start happening again, then I do think that this will start to move. It's currently valued at around $1 million. If we just look at a video, $1.2 million market cap that. So that is one of my favourite projects that I'm accumulating. I'm accumulating on Bit4X. You can get on Uniswap because it is currently an ERC20 token. It is worth noting that this will be swapping over to a Hydra chain over the course of this year, and that will help it with scalability issues that the ERC20 network currently has. So that is one of my favourite projects I've been accumulating down here. Like I say, you can get on Bit4X. It is a solid project. If you are looking to invest, then I would still place some orders down here. We've wicked into this box a lot. This is at pretty much 5.8 cent. I mean, we dropped down to 5.2 cent, and then we've done a few weeks up to 6 cents. So that is a good area to buy, and I think that is probably my biggest chance of a moonshot. I think that could easily do massive gains. If we just jump back to coin market cap, look at that supply, 17.7 million. 14 million of those in circulation. I've spoke to the CEO a few times. I think that's a solid project. So if you do want to know more about that or any of the projects I'm holding, then jump into my Telegram group, which is the Crypto Troops. You'll find the link in the pinned, it's not in the pinned comment, is it? Yeah, the link is in the pinned comment, so go and check it out. Just drop back to her. I'll do 2 more projects and then I think I'll call the stream an end. So Algorand, I've already done that, so it's, this should go live, this video, once I've finished the stream and send it out. Yeah, I've done Ethereum already, mate. I mean, that's one of my favourite projects currently for the chance of a big gain. I mean, first target's $2,000. I said, I mean, if you look at that, look at the all-time highs there. We're nearly there. We're 16% from all-time highs. If you look at it in a BTC pair, we're 256% away from all-time highs. So, in my opinion, that will absolutely moon at some point. And I've got quite a bold estimate on there. So first target there, and then the major target is $5,000. I do think $5,000 will be hit, but you just got to monitor it. I mean, if you look at our chart there and look at BTC chart, it's very similar. I think this got above its all-time highs, and then it did 100% rise. So chances are, I think that could happen on Ethereum. Polkadot, I've already covered that. AD, I've covered that too. Monero, I'm not a big fan of privacy coins, to be honest. I'm just like, every time I come in contact with a privacy Telegram group, it all seems to be people arguing, so I just stay away from privacy coins, to be honest. What else do we have in the chat? Let's have a scroll up. Sorry if I've missed any of his loads going through now. District 0x DNT. Actually, my District 0x videos do quite well on YouTube. I've done quite a bit of price analysis on DNT. Let's just have a scroll down, see if I can find it. DNT BTC there. Well, surely I've got the Tether pair somewhere. There we go, USDT. This did an absolutely mega run recently. 456% rise we've done, and then we've done a big retracement. We've popped right back down to its weekly support and bounced up. If you're looking to invest at current prices, I mean, we're on a bit of a sideways move here. Just get rid of our box. Let's have a look at this. Let's get rid of that big blue box because that's too maiden. So if you're looking to invest, then this level here has been targeted quite a few times. This weekly support at 10 cent on the nose. We have dropped through it 2 times. This is a level of weekly support, and it is a level of 618 Fibonacci. So, I mean, that could be a good area to invest if it does start to move forward. Also, I would personally, if I were looking to invest in a project, there were some orders down here at 9.5 cent. The chances are you could get a big wick down if the market shits a pants, and it could bring it down with it. So that is 2 potential buy zones there at 10 cent and 9.5 cent. And then the first major target and the first hurdle is breaking at monthly resistance at 13 cents. So that is the first target. So that's going to do it for today's video. That is an hour live stream. That's probably the longest I've done, and I think I'm going to lose my voice. So that's going to do it for today, folks. Like I say, jump into my Telegram group, which is the Crypto Troops. You'll find the link in the pinned comment and the description. Thanks so much for listening. Please make sure you do like the video, that you are subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.